Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wing.
Can we already spot Kerbin? Where would Kerbin? Kerbin would be in this direction. We are currently 20 hours away from arriving at Kerbin. So, sun is over there, a little bit above the Milky Way. So, I'm not quite sure if we're able to spot Kerbin. We're currently 20 hours away from it. Maybe it should be possible to spot Kerbin, but you see, we have a very tight schedule. Yeah, we are able to spot Kerbin over here. This tiny dot, for you it might be look just like a star or something like this, but this is Kerbin. This is Kerbin. We have a visual on Kerbin already. And here, this indicates again our very tight schedule. And Kerbal periapsis of 32 kilometers. I think I'll have to raise it a little bit once I am in Kerbin sphere of influence. I like now to get, maybe can I 20 hours and 11 minutes. This is good because I like to see how Kerbin is getting bigger. Wait, now I lost Kerbin again. This was so hard. Oh yeah, over there it is. Now let's speed up a bit. When was the burn? In 2 days. In 2 days was my Bob burn. Okay, and we see something orbiting around there. I think for you it might be a little bit complex to see this, but I guess this is the moon. I think we have a visual also on the moon. This is amazing. This is great. Wow. I'm really amazed by this. This episode totally amazes me because, well, I'm so lucky with the Bob encounter that this thing works so flawless, and I'm so lucky with, or so happy and amazed by the views I had around Jewel as I saw these constellations orbiting around with all the different moons, and now I have such a beautiful view that I see from very far out the moon orbiting around Kerbin. And wow, I'm really amazed. I'm just amazed currently by Kerbal Space Program. This is so great. This is so great. And yeah, we are now returning with our EVE expedition. This is also such a great achievement for me. I'm so glad that I managed to land on the surface of EVE, and I'm able to bring back some science data from the surface. Okay, now we are getting really closer, and 13 minutes. And here I'm really amazed. I'm really amazed by this. 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's slow down. Only a few seconds. Okay, only a few seconds left. Let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this from this view as we are getting inside the sphere of influence of Kerbin finally. And we are back. We are back. We've returned. We have returned. So, let me analyze a little bit the current trajectory. It's 32 kilometers. So I like to raise it just a little bit. I think I need to speed up, right? When I'm doing a slight burn, then I would raise this. So I just need to speed up. What about my resources? I have more than enough monopropellant, and I guess, or I think, monopropellant is good enough to raise it. I like to go to 33 kilometers because I do not want to risk to fall down and to risk that my Gilly lander also gets destroyed, and I have to remember that I have to retrieve the temperature scan from my Bob expedition. I have completely forgot this. Okay, now let's do a small RCS burst. As you can see, we are raising. Kerbin periapsis is now at 33 kilometers. Okay, this is good enough. And yeah, now it's time to return there. Let's speed up a little bit. And I will not undock from this whole constellation, from this whole EVE Gilly lander interplanetary stage constellation we currently have assembled here, because, well, I will at first establish an orbit, and then from my orbit I like to land on the surface of Kerbin, because I like to, as I said, do 2 separate landings. Currently I'm also thinking a little bit of using this this RCS space tug as a control interface to re-enter my Gilly lander, but I'm not quite sure if this is then working well or if the Gilly lander gets disintegrated because it's then a little bit top heavy and it might flip over and get damaged. And well, this is a risky thing. I'm not quite sure what I should do, but right now I'm more amazed. Look at this, there's the moon, and I haven't seen Minmus for a while. But this is quite interesting that we are having directly a flyby or a fly under of the moon. This is cool. Today is the day of so many great views with different moons and so. Wow, we almost get captured by this. This is cool. Okay, now we are getting closer to Kerbin. Things getting intense. Let me slow down a bit. I think at below 1000 kilometers I have to do some re-entry preparation, or well, not re-entry, but some aerobraking preparations. I like to turn the thing around. I do not want to have the Eve lander. Well, it makes no difference because currently, except I would install some mods, the friction doesn't matter, but roleplay wise, I do not like to have my precious Eve lander to be the thing which is being in the hot plasma. And well, my charge, we do have enough charge, so I think I can already retract my solar panels just in case. Okay, retract, and retract. Okay, very good, very good. Wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. I'm so amazed by this, that the Eve mission is such a success. I do not know. I was so much looking forward to the Jewel expedition, but now after I managed to land on Eve, the big challenge, I'm much more amazed by the Eve landing. Well, I think we have to land on all the Julian moons. Maybe after I land on the Julian moons, I will start thinking, okay, you were thinking the Eve expedition was so great, but I was still in time warp. That's why I was not able to control my spacecraft. And why I was thinking that the Eve expedition was so great. The Jewel expedition was much greater, but currently, well, the Jewel expedition is just arriving, and I finished the Eve expedition, and wow, I'm talking, and I'm so excited about this. And yeah, this is just amazing. This is just amazing to, and we are even arriving in the daylight. This is also great. I'm so glad today. I'm so happy about all the things that are going on. Okay, we are now getting closer to our arrival and to our arrival, and then I think also about, well, we get a little bit or we do not get enough or all the money back if we are landing too far away from the Kerbal Space Center. I'm not quite sure if I will try to land pretty close to it or if I just say, okay, I like to land. We will see after we got captured by Kerbin. And yeah, okay, the music ended. We are now inside the atmosphere. And one additional thing I'm currently thinking about, but this will happen in an episode way in the future, because, well, was the thing that we got more money if we are getting closer to the Kerbal Space Center. I'm currently thinking about creating some kind of airplane or so, which is capable of grabbing or docking to landed space probes or landed capsules, and which can then carry around this capsule or the spacecraft and return it back to Kerbin, so that I get to close to the 100% all the time, and I can land wherever I want. Well, unless I need to land on surface, of course, and I can't land in the water. But I think this will also be an experiment I like to create. Okay, now we do have re-entry effects. Well, not re-entry effects, but friction effects as we are flying through the atmosphere of Kerbin, and I hope we now slow down that we get captured by it. And it's also pretty cool that we're coming across this mountain ridge. Look at this, look at this. This mountain ridge is also pretty cool. I should be even able to have an IVA. Yeah, look at this, look at this. Wow. This is cool, this is cool how the mountains are passing and we are flying across the mountains. This is great. This is really a great view. Ha, this is great. This is just amazing. Okay, there's coming... Oh, we can even see what is coming. This is cool. What about our velocity? Okay, the velocity is looking good. So, this is great. This is just great. And we are ascending again. This is also great. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. Well, I'm a little bit concerned about my trajectory. Okay, the main friction has stopped. I think I have chosen well my altitude for the braking maneuver, because look at this. The Kerbin apoapsis is around 360 kilometers currently and still decreasing, and we are getting almost out of the atmosphere. So this was just amazing. And can we have another IVA? This is cool. This is cool. This is great that we are coming across this mountain region. Wow. This is cool. This is really amazing. This is the episode of the great views. This is cool. This is just amazing. This is great. Okay. And yeah, this was a very, very good braking maneuver. Where's Kerbal Space Center? Kerbal Space Center is over there. Huh. This would need us to change our trajectory by a significant degree. While we do have enough fuel left, I think we should be able to do this. But at first, we need to get out of the atmosphere that the friction stops. And we should be pretty soon out of the atmosphere. And now I think the friction should have stopped, right? Well, the apoapsis is still decreasing. Hey, we should be outside of the atmosphere. There's no indication at all, or is there a little bit friction up here still going on? I do not know. And still a little bit decreasing, but this was really an amazing aerocapture. This was just awesome. This was cool. This was really cool. Okay, 60 kilometers. Still, we are losing some altitude. Maybe I need to climb up to the 70 kilometer. That we are definitely in space, and we do have space music, and we have sunset. It was also amazing. Okay, okay, now it has almost stopped. This is good. So it seems that we had a little bit friction going on in this altitude, but this doesn't matter, and we should be out in space in a few meters. And we are in space. We do have space music again, and now I can extend my panels again to recharge the batteries. Okay, this panel, I missed this panel, okay. So, we made it, we made it. We are here, very good. Okay, the first thing is... What does this... Oh. This is quite a significant burn to come across Kerbal Space Center. I hope we are able to do this, and then we would raise our periapsis to 135. This would be also pretty good, and well, the Kerbin apoapsis is a little bit higher, but we can trim this. And this would bring us to an orbit which is directly coming across Kerbal Space Center. This would be also quite helpful. Okay, let me at first orientate my spacecraft toward the maneuver node. And well, we do have so much fuel left, and so we can use this fuel to change even a little bit our inclination so that we can try to land pretty close to Kerbin Space Center. And yeah, this would be also pretty amazing. And well, as I said, we do have more than enough fuel. We can do this. We can do this now because we arrived where we wanted to arrive. And even if we are running out of fuel now or so, we can easily launch a supply mission because we are now in orbit around Kerbin. And yeah, Eve Expedition was a success. This is so amazing. Okay, let me now get a little bit closer to the maneuver node. Maybe 2 minutes before the node I should start doing the burn. Let me see. Okay, 2 minutes, and throttle up. Okay, wait, let me just cut the engine once more. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay, like here. Now it's time to do the burn. Okay, let's change a little bit our inclination. And then, because we are currently here, or well, we will be then somewhere around here, and Kerbal Space Center is over here. Maybe I can go for a direct landing right away with the Eve lander, because I like to return the Eve lander at first. And I can also try to get pretty close to Kerbal Space Center. I think this could be a great solution and a great end of this episode. So yeah, this would be just amazing if I'm able to do so. Let me now continue with the burn, and we would be then there. This would be enough time to change our trajectory and to reduce our trajectory so that we are getting inside the atmosphere. I hope we are not crashing with the 100th episode probe. Set as target? No. Oh, good. Good, very good, we are good. We have a separation of 35 kilometers, this is good. Okay, I just had the fear that we might crash into our 100th episode probes. This would be bad, this would be really bad. And yeah, we do have enough time to prepare our descent so that we can land there. Oh, and we have the moonrise. We do have the moonrise, this is also pretty cool. And we have more than enough fuel in our fuel tanks. This is great. This is just great. Everything is as planned and everything is working well. Awesome. Just awesome. Okay. What is our periapsis doing? Okay, the periapsis is definitely out of the atmosphere. This is also an important thing. That we do not need to trace our periapsis at the apoapsis anymore. And come on. Getting closer to my goal. Very good, very good. The moon is still there, this is also amazing. And we should have sunrise pretty soon, this is also great. It's just great, everything is, as I said, this is the episode of the great views. Just amazing. Okay, and cut the engine. What have we done here? Well, this is not completely, let me just continue a little bit the burn. And eyeball it. And okay, this is now good enough. This is now good enough. So yeah, I think I should start pretty soon with the preparation for my landing with the Eve lander. As I said, I like to do it at first. So let me already turn retrograde so that I can undock and float away from my interplanetary stage. Okay, then I know I have some fuel left, but I like to be sure that I have enough fuel to do the deorbit burn, because I think it will be a quite significant deorbit burn to lower my trajectory, because we are coming down from a much higher altitude than normally 100 kilometers. So let me refuel a little bit the lander, and I like also to refuel this fuel tank. And then I think this should be enough to do our deorbit burn. And sunrise is coming pretty soon. We see already the sun. And we do have sun rays. Amazing, amazing. Okay, the small fuel tanks are refueled. Now, the next thing I can do is I can go... Wait, let me for later purposes to retrieve my Gilly lander, just in case, extend the ladder so that it's much easier to access this. Go in an EVA, switch on your lights, let go, and yeah, now you can inspect for the very last time the Eve Expedition lander. Look at this, look at this. This is cool. This was a very successful and very great mission. Okay, this is cool. This is really amazing. For the very last time, we are smiling. This is cool. This is cool. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, we need to return to our Eve lander. This very small thing. This is so small. This is cool. Only so few parts have returned and brought from Eve. Okay, now it's time to say undock and switch to our vessel. Let's drift away from it. Oh, this is pretty agile. Oh, we need to switch on SAS. Okay, we are now over here, and if I do in 1 minute a burn, I think this will be a pretty steep descent. Let's try it this way. I think this could be a great trajectory. I'm not quite sure. It will be a very steep descent, and I hope, maybe when I'm doing this way, or maybe reduce it a little bit, this will, one thing is granted, this will be a very strong re-entry effect with very strong G-forces, but I like to try this. Okay, let's first start our engine, then I need to reopen my fuel tanks. Well, this fuel tank is empty, but I like to reopen it. And then I need to turn around for my retrograde marker. And yeah, this is so amazing. This is cool that this small... Okay, there is my Gilly expedition. It can now remain there in orbit until we retrieve it, and we want to return this. What is going on there? Down there is the 100th episode probe. This is cool. Oh, we should do our burn. Down there is the 100th episode probe. We are in a parallel flight, only 50 kilometers away from it. And whoa. Camera. Okay. Doing the deorbit burn. And ooh, this was maybe a little bit too much, was it? Let me just check. Yeah, maybe we should extend a little bit again our trajectory. Just a tiny little bit. Okay, like this, like this. So this can get now pretty intense. And yeah, it's for me like yesterday that I reached space again with this spacecraft, and this is just amazing. This is really amazing. Okay. Now let's have a beautiful view as we are starting to fall back towards Kerbin. We have already... Oh, this is getting... We should increase a little bit, because Kerbin... Can we just increase it a little bit? Our trajectory? Okay, maybe like this. Okay. How much fuel is left? We have a view. Well, at least one. Some fuel is left. This is good. Okay, I think this will be a... Look at the velocity and look at our descent rate. We are already pretty high as we are approaching Kerbal Space Center, but we have a beautiful view towards our landing area. This is cool. Okay, this is getting intense now. I'm excited to see how close I managed to get to land there. Well, I do have some fuel left over. I can use it to maybe change a little bit the trajectory and my approach to Kerbal Space Center. So maybe I need to just do some braking maneuvers. I'm not quite sure. At least we are now coming towards our mountain range. This is now getting intense. This is really getting intense. Surface mode. And we are hitting the atmosphere. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. These are strong braking maneuver. And well, the G-forces aren't getting into the red. This is good. This is good. This is really good. Okay, the atmosphere has slowed us down. Can we use now a bit or the last drops of the fuel of our engine to maybe change a little bit the descent? Okay, so much about the last drops of our engine, but look at this, we are pretty close, and while we do have some Kerbin departure stage, we are only 12 kilometers or so away, so we are pretty close to our Kerbal Space Center as we are returning. And this is just amazing. We are coming back from Eve and we are landing so close. Okay, now let's get our chutes out. This is cool. This is cool. Well, and I missed it only by 11 kilometers. This is good. This is really good. I'm proud about this. Well, I could have gotten a little bit closer, but well, this is pretty amazing. We have a great visual on this. I don't think we can turn this around with the chutes deployed. There is a dot. I think this could be min-miss. I think we have also a view on min-miss. And yeah, this is now the final descent of our Eve landing. I'm so amazed by this. Chutes have opened. Okay, I like to switch off. Hey, look at this, look at this. We have even a view to the second runway over there. This is great. And now we are slowly descending with a velocity of 4 meters per second. So this is a great velocity. And for the second time, the spacecraft is descending on a parachute because, well, we used also this parachute to land on the surface of Eve, and now we have repacked it, and we are now using it to land on Kerbin again. And this is so great. And yeah, this mission is now, well, we do have still the Gilly lander on board, but this mission now and the Eve expedition, we flown up to Eve, we landed on Eve, then we returned back to space. We rendezvoused with the second spacecraft being launched at the same time as our Eve lander. Then we used this to fly over to Gilly. We landed on the surface of Gilly, and then we returned back safely to Kerbin with these two landers. And yeah, now we are at the end. We are coming toward the end of this mission. And yeah, this is so great. This is just amazing. As we are now coming to an end. And well, for me, this is really a great achievement. And yeah, this is great. This is just great. Only 100 meters to go as we are getting closer towards the surface or to the water to have a splashdown 4 meters per second. Very gently. Gently. Okay, getting closer. Getting closer. And splashdown. Whoa, whoa. Oh, we have a view on the moon. Ha! This is great. This is great. This is a great ending of this flight because, well, we had so many things with moons and constellations. Now we end with a visual on the moon. This is great. Okay. I'm proud of this. Okay, we made it. We made it. And now, let's recover the vessel and let's find out how much science we've got for the EVE mission. The EVE mission gave us 1,275.8 science. Wow, this is a lot. This is really a lot. A crew report while flying at EVE. Atmospheric pressure scan, EVE's upper atmosphere. Crew report from EVE surface. Crew report from EVE's upper atmosphere. Gravity scan from EVE surface. Atmospheric pressure scan from EVE surface. Mystery goo observation EVE surface. Seismic scan. Temperature scan. Material study. 200 science. Sample sample 240 science. Wow. EVA report 64 science. EVA report while flying. Recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of EVE. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is great. Parts. We landed 11.9 kilometers away from Kerbal Space Center. This gives us a 97.4% of value. Well, we get a little bit fuel or funds back for liquid fuel, a little bit funds for the oxidizer. This is cool. And crew, yeah, 0.2 reputation. I think this is diminishing for every crew I return safely. Available for new missions. This is cool. This is really cool. Okay, great job. Great job. This was amazing. This was really amazing. Okay, thank you. So, thank you. Wait. Science data from space around EVE. Oh no, I thought I had data from space on board. But I have completely forgot this too, to get data from actual space around EVE. Oh, okay, to fulfill this contract I think we need to send up a space probe or something like this. But yeah, this was great, Let us now go at first over here to our science archives. EVE, okay, so many data from EVE. And surface landed, yeah. Crew report, EVA report. So great, okay. Let me just have a view. Plant flag on Minmus. No. Active. Science data from space around EVE. 6 years, 324 days. So we can send up a space probe and let the thing later on disintegrate or something like this. We can fulfill this. But oh, okay. I just thought I had data inside my capsule from around EVE. Okay. So science data from space around EVE. Okay. Well, we can do this later on. But yeah, with this and with our return, I like to thank you for watching. I hope you liked this episode as I did, and I hope you will be watching in the next episode when we continue with the Drew exploration. In this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Abby. See you!